Today we're going to take a quick look at something that's not readily available for purchase. And these are the BattleTech Alpha Strike Mercenary cards. These were previously available last year as a convention exclusive if you went to Origins or Gen Con. I was lucky enough to have a pal go to Origins and he snagged me both the Merc cards and the Kurita cards. There they are. That has the lovely Wolverine on the cover. We'll talk about the Kurita cards in another video. So let's crack these open and get a look at what's inside. Right off the bat, you're greeted with Grayson Carlisle's Marauder, the fearless leader of the Grey Death Company in his Marauder, which, funny enough, that model is not available yet. It's still almost after a year. The cardstock of the cards is rather nice. It's thick, and glossy. You could easily use a dry erase marker right on the cards directly, and I think that's the intent, obviously. One thing to note, that if you're using a named character, their skill level will be printed on the card. But for those that are just generic mechs, their skill levels are blank, but it's assumed that they are a skill 4. So if you want to up your skill, just change the point values a little bit. You'll have to use that calculator that's online. But right now, we're just going to thumb through a couple of the cards here. As you can tell, I mean, full color, really super nice, really detailed. I love like the stone / concrete background behind the mechs. These are a real nice step up from using Master Unit List, obviously. But what's great is that I could grab, if I had these mechs, I could grab any 4 of these cards and then grab another 4 and boom, ready to go, right out of the box, ready to play. And so I think for teaching someone or bringing someone into the game who normally wouldn't play it, these are fabulous. I think these would get a lot of use at a convention, or if you're a demo team agent. And there's the Locust, again, another one that's not out there yet. Seriously, you guys need to get on that. Whatever's holding that up, fix it. We need those classics now. And these are double-sided, so some of the cards will actually have the rules printed on the back of the cards, while others will have different mech variants out there, and some other personalities. And the Warhammer, yay! The gorgeous, gorgeous Warhammer that is yet to come out yet. There is one slight problem with these cards. You're going to notice when I start doing some close-ups here that the framing of the card seems a little off. Some of them are really miscut, but not to the point that it would affect gameplay. It's just for my own OCD that they are not perfect. Now the Kurita cards are actually impacted a lot worse. And there you go, you can see how some of the numbers are kind of cut off a little bit. But you'll see in the Kurita video that that those cards are a little worse off. And now I'm going to do a quick comparison between these cards and the original cards that they did for Alpha Strike when the game released. These are more square cut, the Merc cards, and the original ad hoc cards, they're more rounded. Now those are actually rife with misprints though and incorrect values, so they're unusable. The cardstock is a little bit thicker on these newer ones, which is good, and they're still glossy. The originals, not so much. I mean, you can just see in the camera the sheen there. Before I learned about the misprints, I had actually gone ahead and double sleeved these cards so I could use dry erase markers and teach people the game. And double sleeve is you have a inner sleeve that goes on the card, and then you place that card in the sleeve into a bigger sleeve. I guess final verdict, would I buy these again if I had the opportunity? Hell yeah, I would. These are great. Just like the Karita cards, they're worth buying. It's a shame they haven't released any more of these or had them available for a wider release. I think something like this would go a long way to like getting accessory sales or add-on sales for them. And I realized that the product was originally conceived as a flash in the pan type product. But I think there's money to be made with it, and it's only slightly thick cardboard. If you can find a set, definitely snag it. Or maybe they'll have them available again this year at the conventions that they attend.